Hi there. Today's reading is going to be very short. We're going to use the emotions box because I just had a client for a private consultation, and her biggest issue was that she was having some very deep felt but hidden emotions that were actually keeping her from her manifestation. So, yeah, I was able to see that in just one quick reading. She had some self sabotage issues there, some patterns that kept repeating over and over again in her life. She wasn't even aware of them, but of course, the cards don't lie, the cards tell us everything. So, I want to check for you in this general daily reading what is the emotion that is keeping you away from your heart's desire right now. So, what emotions are keeping you away from your unlocking your full manifestation abilities? Bitterness. Okay. So, you feel bitter about something or about someone. Be careful because in this definition, bitterness is connected to regret, remorse, self pity, envy, jealousy, and even disgust. So, if you resonate with any of these emotions, feelings, this is what is keeping you away from your full manifestation potential. To clarify what this card wants to tell us, we're going to use this beautiful tarot deck. I actually got it on my last trip to Spain. It's El Tarot del Zodiaco. I'm going to link it down below as I always do for you guys. So if you're interested, it's a very nice deck. It's a little bit bigger than the other ones that I've been using in my daily. So yeah, it's maybe a little bit harder to use or to shuffle, but the cards are very, very smooth and silky. So let's clarify first of all, I always do this because it's a general reading. I want to pull three cards to get a clearer picture of who this reading is for. So we have the Page of Wands. It's this reading is for young people, right? The Page of Cups, again, we get the young energy here, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So young people, people that are creative, people that have issues with their studies or starting up their career. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur, but you're not sure if this is the way for you to go. Maybe you've been having issues in your love life. You fall in love easily, but things don't seem to materialize. Maybe you're always attracted to older people, to people that are more mature than you, and you're not making a lot of money. So you have a lot of potential, you have a lot of great ideas, you're almost there, right? So you're on your way of manifesting a great career, a great business. You can be an entrepreneur, but if you keep up with the bitterness, if you don't get rid of this energy, of this bad energy that you're subconsciously feeling, you're subconsciously feeding more of this into your life. If you don't get rid of that, it's gonna take you about 7 years to reach your full earning potential. And 7 years from now, honey, you're not gonna be young anymore. You're gonna be old and bitter, old and full of regrets, old and full of remorse, old and full of self-pity, envy, jealousy, and disgust. So let's see what you can do today in order to start clearing this bitterness, right? So you can really skyrocket your manifestation. We have the Knight of Wands. You need to do something you're very afraid to do. Just find the courage within you to act, to do something. Once you actually act, maybe differently than you would think it's logical, right? Then the Wheel of Fortune starts actually moving for you, and luck starts acting on your side instead of against you, right? And that's when you're no longer stuck like the Hanged Man. So in order to get out of the stuck energy, you need to start fresh. I would even recommend just delete your social media accounts, or maybe just put them on pause, create brand new social media accounts, and be very mindful this time who you are following. because your social media feed is very important. It's constantly feeding you subliminal information about the world, about how you're supposed to see the world. And right now you are seeing the world through a bitterness lens, through this green murky lens, and you need to change that stat, okay? So new social media, brand new, follow accounts that you haven't followed before. Just get the algorithm working for you again and feeding you something differently, right? So I also get here the think outside of the box message. Do something differently, be courageous, and find ways to force yourself to be courageous every day. Do something that you're afraid of doing every day, and then just be mesmerized with yourself, right? That, wow, I was able to do that. I did that and it didn't kill me. And once you start to get a few of these experiences under your belt, things are going to start moving fast in the way you want to. Any final messages for you today? I told you it's going to be a short reading. Final messages. The Two of Wands, the Queen of Coins, and the Emperor. Okay. So very soon, I'm getting over the next 2 days, you are going to find yourself at a crossroads. You're going to have to make a big decision. And it's gonna be a decision between following on the footsteps of your mother or of your father, between being more traditional and more careful with your life in general, or being more risk prone and taking more risks and trying something else. And the solution here is not black or white. You need to integrate the best parts of your mother and your father in order to actually reach your maximum potential. Only when you integrate both life lessons from both parents is when this bitterness starts dissolving and not actually directing your life, right? Not being in the driver's seat of your life. So I hope this helped. As always, if you've enjoyed the tarot cards that I'm using, you can find them in the link below. And if you want a private reading with me, you can also find the link below. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.